What's going on? What is going on? King Camillo live here with me. Often imitated, never duplicated. Getting my coffee. The clanging metal on the back. That I have to fix. It's driving me crazy. It's a constant dripping. Ha ha. God, I'm tired. Charge my other phone up. Whenever I wake up, as soon as I put on my makeup. I say a little prayer for you. Together, together, into my heart. Together, together, into my heart. Into today. Whenever I wake up, when I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Whenever I wake up, when I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Marilyn Mike in the house. Up early on this Sunday morning. That's a rare thing, Marilyn Mike, to be up on a Sunday morning like these other clucks are up all night. They're up all night. Then they waste a day. They waste a day. Balance, Marilyn Mike, balance. It's about balance. 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 We're getting pretty good numbers lately in the box at night, Marilyn Mike, or during the day. To me, 50 is good, you know? I should have 150, but for all the content I bring, everybody steals my content, you know? Everybody wants to be me.
Yeah, what's up,
Great day
Kamala?
25. What's going on, man? What's the latest?
Yeah, so Mark's fucking Berg's bitch.
Huh?
You saw Mark's post?
Mark's post. What did he post? What did the asshole post now about me?
He's talking to Berg's bitch.
Really? Really?
Yeah, he mentioned you in it. You didn't see it?
So he's throwing that bitch under the bus?
Yeah, and you, saying he's got her, not you. Or Berg's.
Got what? A
Sarah Gella.
sleaze? A sleaze? What does he really have?
A wife.
Dude,
They're getting
I could
married.
tell my stories too, but I don't. I keep them private. He's the. She wasn't playing me. She was playing him.
Yeah, she played Berg's.
If you don't, if you don't fall for the trap and fall for it, there's no way you could be played, right?
Yeah, and quit mentioning me on Twitter, Nelson Green, you fucking weirdo.
In other words, that's only if you like the person that you fall for it, right? That's only if you have feelings for the person. Then you feel, then you do it. You fall
You know
for it.
she's getting a no contact order against him, right?
Huh?
She filed for a no contact order against him.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do. Because she did it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But Mark, I don't know why these people keep messing, talking about me all the time. You know? Nelson Green has your name all over Twitter, huh?
Yeah, but they're pressing charges against the Berg show, and you know who's involved with them, right?
That's a fake story, I think. How do you know?
The slut is calling them on the phone.
Calling you up?
No. Calling Vegas Barbie and Sarah Gallo, and now she's helping them. They got a bunch of voicemails from the Berg show.
How do you know this?
They sent it to me. Yeah, Vegas Barbie.
Send it to who?
Me, the evidence that they have against Bergs. They said tell him he's fucked.
So you have all the evidence.
Yeah, I'll send you the voicemails and you can play them. So he's done. He's jammed up. Bergs
What,
is
you have
going to
the
court with this
voicemail?
skank. Yeah, there's like three of them. One he left me, and then two he left Sarah. The Vegas Barbie sent me.
Thank you. How did you get a hold of him? Thanks, son. You too. How did you get a hold of him?
Vegas Barbie.
So you have contact with Vegas Barbie?
Who she's in contact with Sarah, and then yeah, you and Mark's friend.
Why are these people so involved in all this stuff, man? Is this their lives, Is this what they do for their lives? Is this how they want to live their life? Things like what you tell me I feel
And,
like I'm
and
sitting
Marilyn
behind the
Mike,
camera?
dude, you are a fucking disgusting fucking weirdo, dude. You said you wanted to fuck the wildebeest on here. Dude,
Now
you
that
are
is really
you are
disgusting.
sick. And you thought that was a diss towards me? Are you fucking kidding me? G Mango's never liked you, dude. I was his friend. I'm a fucking celebrity. I'm fucking paid. I'm monetized on Twitch. You're nothing but a fat fucking loser in Florida. Dude, you lived in Maryland. No one fucking cares. You never really met G. That was a fucking lie. When you could have. You never saw him towards the end, dude. You never talked to him. I was talking to him, dude. When he was on his fucking deathbed and dying, dude. Where were you, you fucking scumbag? You fucking piece of shit.
All the
Marilyn
time,
Mike.
yeah.
Because I watched the Super Bowl with the motherfucker. Did you?
You did?
No.
You
Yeah.
watched the
You're
Super Bowl with him?
yeah, you're a piece of shit, Marilyn Mike. Go fuck the wildebeest, you fucking scumbag.
The wildebeest is terrible looking, man. The wildebeest is terrible.
You're all fucking trash on YouTube.
But he probably would.
Come over to Twitch, buy my fucking membership, subscription, become a sub, bits and subs. You're trash, Marilyn Mike.
So I want to hear more of what you were telling me. You told me that Mark Terry has nude photos of Sarah Gallo from this week.
He posted one of them on community post. And then I guess he sent you the other one.
See, it just proves I'm right about what goes on around here. You know? It just proves that I'm in the right. It's so predictable, you know what I mean? These people, they're so predictable, you know? I mean, the best way to know about somebody is to examine their past reputation. That's the best way to find out what they're like. Is examine their past and listen to other people what they say, you know?
Let's get that washed up loser Karrion Cross on the podcast on my show. And we'll interview him like that one fucking oatmeal Hannibal TV fucking loser. Remember he was interviewing the old fucking. That shit's hilarious. About their
You
championship
can put
run.
your link in here, Dave, if you want.
I'm not a mod.
Yeah, because you keep abusing your wrench.
I'm blocked. Actually, I think.
No, you're not. I unblocked you, right?
I don't know. I'll have to check.
I didn't take your wrench. Somebody else has taken.
Yeah, I'm right there.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that though. Put your Twitch link in here or something.
Yeah, you can.
Is it safe to say? Well, are you still talking to Mark Terry?
No, no.
I got his ass pretty good, didn't I?
Fuck yeah.
Hey, Street is in here now. Come on, King and Dave. I watch you, Dave, Mark, to feel better about your life. What? Mark posts stuff on his community tab. Oh, I have Sarah Gallo and I did this with her. Dude, we already been there. You ain't shown us nothing new. Mark,
You
back.
talked to
I
the
mean,
wildebeest yesterday, Maryland Mike.
I just don't brag about it, Mark. I mean, I just don't brag about it like you do and rub it into people's faces. I mean,
And you're too scared to meet up with Be Our Guest.
There's women out here I went to first base with numerous times, Mark. All of a sudden, you're like, oh my God, look, I got Sarah Gallo. She's mine. What do you mean?
You're too scared to meet up with Isaac.
You know, she's a woman of the streets. Sarah Gallo is a woman of the streets. She belongs to nobody. Well, we're way ahead of you, Mark. Way ahead of you. At least I am. I'm always 2 weeks ahead of you, Mark. Remember that.
You're scared of fucking
Whatever
Isaac.
you ever did, Mark, with whoever you ever brag about, I already been there. And that's a grade A fact. That's all I'm saying. You ain't shown me nothing. Marilyn Mike says, I just don't talk to Sarah. I fuck her. Sarah who?
Gallo.
Marilyn Mike now has sex with her too?
Yeah, he's fucking Sarah Gallo now. Behind Mark's
He don't know
back.
what he's talking about. You can't believe him either. Look. Once you make a lie up, you're not believable anymore, dude.
What about this duckling? Have you talked to him?
What girlfriend, Street? Mark has a girlfriend where?
Sarah.
Is it announced that they're a girlfriend?
Yes.
Who announced it?
He did.
Where? What? Oh, come on.
Today. Yeah.
No woman wants a guy. No woman wants a guy like you or Mark that don't have a job or nothing. Trust me, or don't have an income.
Like you.
I got plenty of money.
You don't have shit,
I
dude.
got plenty of money.
You live in a trailer, motherfucker. Like Tina D.
Yeah, cheap living, thick wallet. Mm.
Get Anderson
Marcus
up here.
Street. Why don't you go over there then? I don't really want you here, Street. You know what I mean? You're a weirdo, dude. You're a weirdo. I outperform everybody around this fucking place. I live in my castle. Where you live doesn't result to happiness. If you have a miserable woman you're living with, or a woman of the streets, you're going to be miserable your whole life. I don't care where you live. And birds of a feather will flock together, Dave 25. Look, you're younger, you'll be all right. But these other people like Mark,
Nothing.
he takes injections for his brain. Do you know he takes injections for his brain? He has
Dude,
highs and lows, you know?
he gets
It'll
a
never
couple
change. Highs
cents.
and lows.
Those gifts
With highs and lows.
don't. The gifts on TikTok don't cost much. You know that for a coin. It's 2 cents. He thinks he's getting rich on there, but people are just throwing change at him.
David James. Oh,
David
David
James
James said you're going to pay.
he lit me up on Twitch. Yeah, go throw fucking change at Mark on TikTok. You know, light me up, David James on Twitch. That was Albert. That was Albert who came up with that. You fucking weirdo. Go talk to Tina D if you got a problem with that, David James. Don't bring it up with me. They did that to piss off Burks, and then they lit him up yesterday.
Starting route to 356 Florence Boulevard. Proceed to South Black Horse Pike, then take the first left.
Hey, you there, Dave?
Yeah.
In about 8 miles, turn right onto East Lake Avenue.
I got to make a U-turn here. What's going on? David James is pretty mad. What'd you do?
Wait, are you headed to Sarah Gallows?
Who?
You're on your way to Louisiana right now.
I'm mad at what?
You're on your way to Louisiana.
I'm on my way to where?
Louisiana.
The only way I would ever go to Louisiana is I would have to be paid. At this point on, there's no more favors to somebody like that. You know, to a woman on the street, she would have to pay me for my gas and all that to get down there. I don't put anything up on people, women in the streets. Only women I respect and that I really, really care about. You know what I mean? That there's a future for a relationship. Would I ever put money out? I don't invest. I don't invest with women in the streets just for sex. Do you know what I mean? Like Lisa Lynn, Sarah Gallo, they're
Were
women
you
in the
just talking
streets.
to Gabby 21, dude,
They're
or what?
unable to commit to anybody. See, and they're a lousy investment. They're only good for sex, and for that to happen, for me to travel there, they're gonna have to pay my way up there. I mean, I'll buy dinner or something, but I'm not paying the whole thing to go up there because they're women of the streets. You know, it's basically you're headed to a prostitute.
Like Marine
Actually,
Wife and Nelson Green.
when you're dealing with these women over here like that, you're basically where there's no boundaries, there's no
She's with
relationship,
her husband and
there's
him
no trust. There's no trust. You know,
at the same time.
the minute you're phone boning somebody, they're back around over there with somebody else. The next day, phone boning somebody. They're women of the streets, so you don't pay. You don't invest time in that. You know, you play it accordingly. They're women of the streets.
Snatches of the streets.
I mean, you do it because you're an idiot. I mean, you
Kamisha.
invest all your time in Kamisha when it's never going to change. You keep getting bit by the snake, but yet you keep trying to pick the snake back up when you know it bites. That don't make any sense. She'll come back and leave again for a month and come back. I mean, do you like to live that way? I mean, he dropped out. He dropped out, David James. He don't want to hear the truth. Kamisha left you, and a month from now she'll be back. She's playing about 5 of you guys, Dave. There's about 5 of you guys she's going around doing this to. Like a revolving door. And when she's done with one, she'll come back to you and all that. She's a woman of the streets too, kind of. Can't trust them. They're basically a group of women, and YouTube seems to hinder a lot of them. That are just simply afraid. They're simply afraid or unwilling to have or unable to have a relationship, a committed relationship for either ways. Either they're sexual deviants or they just can't help themselves or they don't want to go by any kind of rules. That's why they're here. If you understand that, you won't be taken by them. They can never get like a grip on you. Because it won't bother you. You just play them along and then that's it, you know? Once you put it in your mind, they're no more than women of the streets. And I don't mean all of them. But you know the ones I'm talking about. Barbie girls and the Barbie girls and the Gallows and the Vegas Barbies and all that. Once you understand how they operate, you can control them. Once you put it in perspective, you're not that one guy that it's not going to happen to. You know what I mean? If a girl plays 10 guys and you come along and think you're going to change everything and you're going to be the exception, you're out of your fucking mind. Because these women of the streets, Dave. These women of the streets, that's what they do. That's why I call them. I nicknamed them on YouTube.
How dare you slander me, Kamala?
By talking about Kamisha, I'm slandering you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to give you advice, but you never listen.
Burke said you were trying to get with her.
Why does everybody think that I try to get with this or that, you know? Kamisha doesn't really do anything for me. You know? I'll tell you one thing. She never blocked me at all, ever. Never blocked me once. I don't hit on her, Dave. I just say, hey, how you doing? Like
That's a
normal
lie,
person.
dude. You left her a message saying, please call me right now.
Who did
Don't
that?
you?
Please call me right now.
Yeah, you said that you're not about all this bullshit about her not responding.
Yeah, I did that before.
And Bergs left her a voicemail yesterday too.
Kamisha's the smartest one out here with all these women. She's the smartest. Kamisha's very smart. Very, very smart. Plus, I don't share everything she does, like to you and every people, you know. There's things she sends me and all that, not nudes or nothing, but there's things that happen that I don't even tell you or anybody else about. So she trusts me with things, you know what I mean? See, I mirror how I get treated. If I get treated good, if somebody wants to go and throw me under the bus, I throw them under the bus. If somebody wants to say this, I'll say this. See, I mirror the same how I'm treated. The same energy that is put against me, I put against them. That's what I did.
Now, have you talked to Nick and Jess?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
I'm asking you.
No, never.
Well, next time you talk to him, tell him I need him
I
on my
don't talk to them, do you?
I need him back on my show, and
Well, why don't you
then
tell him?
that it was just a leave of absence for him, that he has to return to work on Twitch starting Monday. And I was talking to Goku, and we need them both back. Yeah, that other fucking weirdo.
David James, there's a bunch of women out there. You got to be very careful. I mean, play around with them, but don't fall in love with them to David James. Just fall in lust. Because they're women of YouTube streets. Once you play around with them and then they'll move on, expect what's going on. If you just want to ha ha he, a fling, just have a fling with them, but don't ever give them any kind of respect like don't ever put them on a pedestal like they're anything more than what they are. They're women of YouTube streets. They're women of the streets of YouTube. Don't be like Berg. See how he puts a woman of the street up on a pedestal? That's a woman of the street, Berg. Do you see me acting that way?
At the next light, turn right.
Because there's more than you ever know about Bergs with me and this person. Me and this Gallo person. There's more that ever happened than you'll ever know. And I ain't saying anything. I ain't saying anything, Bergs. But Mark has acting like, oh, look, oh. You know? You don't see me crying and whipping. I come into it guarded up. Do you know what guarded up means?
In 900 feet, turn right onto Florence Boulevard.
All right, let me see what the hell's going on here. If this shit's still out here, Dave. There's supposed to be a whole yard full of shit. Oh, that somebody's getting rid of. The last time I did this, there was nothing here.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your right.
Oh, there's another lady here.
The destination is on your right. Arrived.
God, there's a fat lady. Just a second. The birds. What the fuck is going on here, man? I'm in the middle of a situation here. It's gone already. I really got through this, didn't I? Yeah. Nothing left. Huh?
I said, is there even anything there? I figured 10 hours out here, it probably wasn't much left.
Yeah, it looks like you've been out in the rain. I wasted a trip. There was a big ad on the paper there. It says tons of free stuff, and I had a picture of all this nice stuff. And here it is, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it wasn't far from me. It was like 15 minutes. I go down there. There's nothing fucking left. A bunch of people already got it. 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. That's why I don't answer them. Every time I go, when something like that comes up, it's always gone. Like when somebody advertises like free stuff or this or that. I mean, it's completely fucking raked over the coals. That's why you're just better off getting stuff yourself. You know what I mean? 8 o'clock in the morning and Sunday morning, and it was just listed an hour ago. Just listed an hour ago. That fast, the whole fucking thing is cleaned out. And it was boxes and boxes of stuff on the ad. Like nice furniture and stuff. Everything's gone, man. Everything's gone. Anyway, birds. Is that the real Bergs? That's not the real Bergs. The real Bergs has a wrench. "25 can wear a dress." Kamisha blocked Dave 25. Dave 25 is, he's an asshole. He comes up and he jumps down and he comes back up. He don't do that on his channel. You notice that? I know it's a fake Bergs. He doesn't. The real Bergs has a wrench. He doesn't do that on his channel, you know. See, Dave thinks he can have a relationship with these people. So does Bergs. They think they can have a relationship with these kind of women. You can't have a relationship with them, man. They're unable to have a relationship. They jump from one guy to another to another. They're incapable of it. Kamisha gets a pass because she's mental, but the other ones, that's why I call them the YouTube women of the streets. They're incapable of forming any kind of, and I don't mean everybody out there, but I'm saying there's a selected few. We know who they are. You know the players in the game. History teaches us that. And the best way to find out about somebody is examine their past. Listen to people. Get advice about them. Once you know the person and you know how they operate, you win. You win. You can't have a relationship or fall in love with these certain people over here. 25 is a podcast failure. Just like certain guys, you can't have a relationship or have a relationship with most of these guys out here. They're bums. I call them bums of YouTube. See, there's YouTube women of the streets, and then there's bums of YouTube. And they both really relate. Them type together would work. If you got a bum of YouTube and a Wall Streets and you put them together, that might work. Because you have two people that think alike. You know what I mean? They don't want any kind of, you know. That's the perfect relationship there. Then you got the homewrecker like Vegas Barbie that goes around over there, and all she does is put herself and tries to break up relationships. You know why? She's so unhappy about her own relationship. She wants to see other people miserable. She'll be glad to put you with a bum. She's all for that because there's no It don't make her look bad, but if you're put with somebody she feels is a threat, she'll try to break them up in subtle ways. She's a home wrecker, see? So you got the home wreckers, the YouTube women of the streets, and you got the YouTube bum, which is a man. And there, that's what you got. And that's a great combination. You know why? Them three combinations together, they'll spend 6 months destroying themselves. And they get uglier and stressed, and they get all these wrinkles and all that. So they get facelifts and spend $20,000. But you can't hide. You can't hide the odious woman underneath. You can't hide. You can try to cover up them wrinkles, but you can't smile because your face is so plastered together. You can't even smile. You can't even smile. And I know you get all them pain pills for all them plastic surgeries that you're addicted to, but sooner or later it all catch up on you. The real beauty comes from within. The kind of person you are. Everybody gets old. You can't stop it. I don't care how many facelifts you get. You're not going to stop it. You know deep and down, all your organs are nasty and mushy. You can cover up your outside. See, there are people that didn't age gracefully, so they had to get plastic surgery to cover up all their mishaps, see? They're trying to cover up all their sins they did by getting plastic surgeries, you know? All the cocks they fucking suck and all that, you know? They're women of the streets. And again, this is for entertainment and amusement purposes only. Entertainment, amusement, and educational purposes only. This broadcast here. It's a comedy show. Take what I say with a grain of salt, but don't take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? It's for educational and entertainment purposes only. I put that clause in there, that way everybody can't say, oh, he said this and said that. It's like YouTube. Lighten up, man. Planet Moose. They're women of the streets, Planet Moose. You know what I mean? Mark Terry puts on his community post and sends things to Dave 25. Oh, I got Sarah Gallo. I did this. I did that. Mark, I've been doing that stuff for weeks. What you're saying. Nobody will admit it, but I don't go around and brag, you know? Like, you're a woman. Sarah Gallo is nobody's woman. Don't you understand? She's a woman of the streets. She belongs to everybody. You don't put a woman like that up on a pedestal. You just treat them how they are. You know what I mean? You have to, once you understand that they're no more than a woman of the streets, you can handle them. See, Bergs actually thought that was a relationship what he was in. That's not a relationship, Bergs. That was never a relationship. She's been doing that her whole life. She's her heart is like stone. Don't you understand? You can't have a relationship with a woman like that. You had your time, and it's time to move on, and she moved on. You can't make a racehorse out of a jackass, is what I'm saying. She's been with 50, 60, 70 guys, Bergs. What makes you think you're different? It'll only affect the person that has feelings for somebody like that. And you can't. You just can't do it. You can never trust a woman in the streets like that. And you can't have the home wrecker as a friend either. You know, the home wrecker. The home wrecker scours YouTube day and night and then tries to get the home wreck people. Oh, they said this and said that to create, you know why? The home wrecker is so miserable in their own life. So you got the home wrecker, and then you got the bum of YouTube. The guy, it's like a woman in the streets that don't work, don't do nothing, and just goes around and film bones. You know, so you got the bum of YouTube. Has no money, has no securities for his old age, don't work, don't have two nickels, and they go around and phone bone with the women in the streets. And that's who they belong with, see? Their levels are so much beyond, below. Yeah, Mark Terry's going around bragging. Oh, I phone bone this. I got Sarah Gallo. Dude, everybody already been there, man. Nobody cares because nobody. Dude, I had more fucking shit with this woman. I don't even say anything. It's nobody's business. But you keep it going like you did some kind of achievement or something. You know what I mean? And you don't go out of your way. You don't invest for a woman in the streets. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's it. Goodbye. You only invest in people that are worth it to you. You know what I mean? Loyal, good people. A woman in the streets, you don't invest with them. They're just some kind of object. And that's all they want to be. And that's it, you know? They brag about phone boning relationships with ugly women. Yeah, phone boning. I want a real woman that I could hold. You know what I mean? It's like fucking weird. Phone boning a woman. But still, even that's not an investment. You know what I mean? You don't want to invest your time and energy into somebody like that, you know? Take it as a grain of salt. You know what I mean? When's the last time they felt a real vagina? For me, it's been about 6 months, I guess. I don't get off to these women. You know what I mean? They're disgusting. I don't get off to them. They can't even get me off. I get them off. They don't get me off. Planet Millies. They don't, you know, they're the ones that get off. I don't get off on it. I don't touch me. I don't touch myself. I'm doing them the favor. They're not doing me a favor. But people like Mark, they brag, oh my God, I got this one. What did you get, dude? Fucking weirdo, you know, they're weird. But Mark, God is my witness. I'm always 2 steps ahead, and I'm weeks ahead of you, Mark. What you're bragging about now, I already been there, dude. I already been there and discarded. And if I'm going to meet any kind of woman like that, they're going to have to pay me for expenses. I'm not going to travel up to meet anybody like that. I don't pay to meet a woman in the streets like that. You know what I mean? They don't get rewarded for stuff like that. Because you let the cat out of the bag, Mark. You let the cat out of the bag. Every photo you got, I got the same photos. Everything you do, or say you did, I already been there, Mark. Make no mistake of it. And I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. But see, you just want to put me in a position again to have to say this stuff. See? Saying you and Sarah Gallo were together and how you did that, and I don't know, and I no, you don't know, Mark. That's a problem. The difference is I don't care too much because I'm not in love, and I focused my brain and I understood it. It's a woman in the streets that moves on to everybody like that. You know, you don't take somebody like that. You can't make somebody like that. That's nobody you want to settle down with, you know. Planet Moose says you work, you make your own money, and the last one, Planet Moose, I have my own place. That's correct. I have my own place. You're correct, Moose. I have my own place. That's the biggie. You were to die. Um, who do I think will be the next YouTuber to die? I don't want to say the name because I don't want to say who it is, but it's a certain woman that brought me to court. One of them two will be the next, in my opinion. Health wise and all that, and how I think her or the man, the guy, you know, the guy with the hat and the beard, one of them are next to go, in my opinion. I've been analyzing these problems, but who the hell knows? I might be next to go. I don't know. You know, I could walk out and get hit by a car, but logically speaking, if you want to go by logic, Moose, and by health wise and all that, and who neglected their health and all that, and who let everything, this YouTube run all over them and all that. No, not Michelle K, Planet Moose. Not Michelle K. The Oregon people, Planet Moose. The Oregon people. One of them, I think, will be the next. The croak on natural causes. I don't know, Planet Moose. I don't know. Michelle K will live forever, man. She's a witch. Michelle K will live forever. I mean, her dad's 90 years old. I mean, you know. Bergs will live forever, too. Yes, Marilyn Knight. They're in very bad health. They're stressed out. They slur their words. They have serious addiction problems at YouTube and everything else. They're triggered all the time. They live scary. You know what I mean? Like, because they did so much to so many people that they're actually worried, you know, that Dave 25 won't be the next because he's young. You know what I mean? I mean, he could gouge himself to death and still have about a good 5 years left. I don't know about Sam the dog killer because I don't really follow. I don't really know the circumstances of him. You know what I mean? After that, now at a time span of 5 years, I would say in like 5 years' time, you're going to see people like Bergs and Mark Terry, Steve Billings, people like that. They're not going to be around. You know what I mean? It comes to health. It comes to healthy lifestyle, Moose. You know, it's how you live. Oh, and the flounder. I forgot about her. The flounder's on that list too. They have their lifestyle. You know what I mean? They don't exercise. They sit around and drink and smoke all day or overeat. Who do you think would unalive another person? I think Dave 25 would unalive a person without even a blink. I think Bergs would unalive a person too. Now, who do I think if a woman actually met a guy and the guy would beat him up at first meeting? Mark Terry would definitely, and Bergs too. Both of them within a week would beat the shit out of a woman. In real life, if they met up a woman, I'd give it a week of them being together. Blood would be spilled. But actually murdering somebody, I could see Dave 25. It's in his mind. It's in his mind, Planet Moose, in the back of his mind. And he wouldn't tell anybody about it. He would just go and Bergs would too. But Bergs would do that to a woman. He wouldn't do it to a guy. Both of them, I think. Both of them would do it to another woman, to a woman. But beating somebody up, like physically, if they met him, Mark Terry and Bergs would beat the shit out of a woman. So would Steve Billings, but it takes time. It takes like maybe 3, 4, 5 months before he starts whacking them around. When all else fails, Steve Billings will start whacking them around. You know what I mean? Hitting a woman, you know what that equals? Control. They're trying to get control of the woman, so they whack them around, you know, because they can't, you know, they don't know how to control a woman, so they think by physically hitting her, it'll control. Well, Dave told me he wants to go out in history. He wants to become a YouTube icon. And the only way to do that is, Dave, you know what you're going to have to do. Dave. Dave, if you really want to become an icon of YouTube, we'll talk about it private, okay, Dave? And then you'll go down in history, Dave. Hell, there might even be comic books made of you, autographs to be signed. Again, this is YouTube. It's for educational and entertainment purposes only. As a reporter, I report, give my opinions, and entertain. That's what this channel is about. It's solely for comedy and entertainment purposes only. What I say on this channel is an exclusive copyright of King Camilo Incorporated right here. The King's channel right here. And I know the German cockroach takes all my clips and all my channels and plays it like she came up with it. With the Bergs and Jill thing. Let me tell you something. That was on my channel, German lady. I still have all that. And you play the whole thing like you come up with it. Everybody steals my content, my original content. I developed that stream, German lady. That was my stream over there with Lolly and Bergs and Jill. Jill didn't even like you, German lady. She would come to my stream all the time. But then again, you want to steal credit for my work. What is it with these women? If they can't have sex with me, they want to steal all my content. That and a little Mexican, they want to steal my work because they're not creative enough to come up with their own stuff. They're not creative enough. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start redoing all my old stuff that I have, all my old clips and everything. Everybody else is playing my old clips and everything. I'll just do it myself. My old streams and all that. I mean, it's fucking weird. German lady, I still have access. How you put all that up there? You know what I mean? You're stealing all my shit. I mean, and she don't say like, oh, this came from John Camilo. See, she acts like she invented it or something. German lady, you don't do anything or invent anything except stealing people's content. You have zero creativity, German lady. Zero creativity. You're riddled with clips and all that and slander. You have no reporting or creativity in your body. Creativity equals intelligence, and you just don't got it. I mean, and it's my opinion of it. You don't. It's true what I said. You don't speak the truth. I'm the one that always speaks the truth around here, German lady. Get it right. You said my kid isn't my kid. No, it was yesterday. She puts up my streams and all that, and under premieres, and she plays my whole streams from 3 years ago. From 3 years ago, she thinks I still don't have them. I mean, I played that stream on my channel before 3 years ago. I mean, I did a live. She takes my live streams and she replays them. You know what I mean? She takes my live streams from like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and then she puts them up now, like fucking weird, man. She keeps all my stuff. It's fucking weird. For years, it's fucking creepy. See, German cockroach. That's how come. That's why I'm not even coming back to your channel anymore. I'm not dealing it because you have zero creativity. It's all about clips. You're a clip channel. Clip channel equals you won't get monetized. That's what it means. By God, it'll be hell. If you do, it's going to be gone again. That's for sure. Because you ain't going to be able to do what you do now. So you just suck it up and put your tail between your legs and you do it for nothing. Because YouTube wants creativity. They want people to come up with their own stuff. They don't want somebody to steal somebody else's work and post it. That's exactly what you and others do. You steal other people's work. I mean, why even go over there? It comes from another person's original work. You should be going to that person's thing. They're the creativity. They're the ones with all the creativity. She steals other people's works and has a bunch of big fat hens over there that, oh, German lady, you know what I mean? they ride off the back and the coattails of others. That's what I have a problem with. I never once see her come up with anything, any kind of originality other than slander. You know, she puts her stuff up and she don't have any kind of opinion. You notice that? She jumps around from one topic to another. She doesn't have no. Dave 25 is trying to get an apartment. Is that Jenny for real? Is that Jenny's little life? Happy little life? Let me check. Let me check. It is. Oh my God. Hello, Jenny. Now there's a nice woman. I always admired her. I always admired her. Give you a wrench. Jenny's happy little life. You know, she's been through so much between terrible people, that manipulative people. But she stands strong right here. The beauty. She's a cutie, that's for sure. She's a cutie. Thank you for coming in. You got your wrench. Hey, Mojo, what's going on? Mojo, I'm tired of these people. You know what I mean, Mojo? There's something really wrong. There's something really wrong with some of these people. Mojo, there's something really wrong. Mark tries to act like I'm way ahead. Mark, Sarah's mine, like she's some big fucking catch or something. Oh, look, you don't know. I got this with Sarah. Mark, I got every damn thing you ever got weeks ago. Weeks ago. But if she allows you to go and bring my name up and all that, well, then I'm going to start bringing shit up too. Sarah, start controlling your cucks. I don't want my name up involved with your name, okay, Sarah? Sarah Gala, like you say, sir. Sarah Gala, ma'am. I told you before, Sarah. I said it before. I don't want your name and my name involved in Mark's shit. Because I don't know what you are trying to do. You play some kind of game, or I will match your energy. Do you understand that? I will match any energy that's put onto me. Because nobody's going to try to intimidate me. I don't want to go and put stuff out there. You know what I mean? I don't want to put personal stuff out there. But if you're going to nit and pick with me, I'll do it. I'll embarrass everybody out there. You know, tell your cuck to take my name. If it involves you with your face, take my name out of this fucking community post. You control the cuck, right? Because he don't understand how you know, he don't know how to handle you. So he's a cuck. He does whatever you say, right? You and the relationship breaker over there. You and the one that breaks up relationships. You know, that other one, the Vegas bimbo. So the cuck, the home wrecker, the home wrecker. So you have to control the home wrecker and the cuck. That's your job. You're a woman of the streets, Sarah. You know, you're shrewd. You know how to do that, right? You know how to manipulate and love bomb and tell everybody how great they are and all that throughout all these chats and try to get into their heads. You know, you could handle that, right? Because whenever Mark puts something up between you and I, or my name is mentioned in it, I hold you responsible because you're the cause of it, right? Do you see me posting your shit all over community tabs and all that, or mentioning your name or this one's name and all that? You fucking weirdos. Gina. John has Tina D's booty pics. No, I don't. Are you crazy? Isaac, all people tell me about is that you're trouble, dude. That you're trouble. Trouble. Everywhere you go, you cause trouble. That's the word on the street. You're trouble. It's been pretty peaceful around here, Isaac. We don't want any trouble. You know what I mean? Drama. We don't want any drama, the kind of drama you guys all do over there. You know what I mean? With Rachella and this and that. I mean, we're rather peaceful around here. Can't Janny come in here and just chat without you around over here, Sig, putting your nose into it? First, Leila, fake clone Isaac. Is it fake? Stuffed cabbage. But Jenny, I love cabbage. Hey, why don't you come back to New York or whatever, and then we'll go out and we'll get a dinner and a side of stuffed cabbage. What do you think? Cabbage, very good. Yeah, I don't deal with that, Isaac. I don't know who would even bring him up. You know what I mean? Even to come in here with an account of him. I mean, sounds like Dave 25. And since Carl the Rotten Crab has changed his name, I haven't even been following him. I can't even find him. I don't care. He's insignificant. It's been months and months with Carl the Crab, the habitual liar. Yeah, the German lady, that's all she does is like steal my shit. my whole streams, and she plays them like they're hers. You know what I mean? She plays all my stuff like they're hers. They're not hers. Half the stuff she puts up there came from me. See, she's trying to take credit for my creativity. Oh, come on, Jenny. Come on. A nice body. Prove it. Are you back with that guy again? Is that it? Is that why you're back with that guy? Is that why you're over here to try to get him jealous? Or I don't understand it. Jenny, nobody has a nice body like me on this YouTube platform. Let's face it. Jenny, look at that body. I like them chubby. I like them chubby, Jenny. Sorry, Sig. Sorry, Sig. If I 90 years old, trying to use it for money, huh? Come visit New York. When I seen in the car with the cab, he was pretty damn fat. Very fat. John, why are you being so mean? Yes. I did, Chad. Brooklyn Babe, hello. Brooklyn Babe is in the chat. It's a beautiful Sunday morning out here, I'll tell you that. Kind of feels like fall. "8:52 in the morning. Happy Sunday to everybody out there. Yes. Happy Sunday. Weather is nice, definitely. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, we'll continue this live in a little bit. going to rain later. Oh, really? I don't know. You're not far. You're up in New York. Here, the skies are very blue. Very blue. Not a black cloud in the sky. All right. Y'all have a good breakfast, man. Go eat some breakfast. Chill out for a while, and we'll go live in a little while. Okay. So now go take on your day.